Another offseason of the New York Jets and New York Jets media and New York Jets YouTubers having to talk about, you guessed it, Mekhi Becton. Mekhi Becton, obviously, the news came out today from Paul Boyd Green through Rich Cimini that the New York Jets plan to move Mekhi Becton back to the left side and to use him as a left tackle. There are a couple of implications here. There are a couple of news stories here. So let's break down all of them. Let's start with the Mekhi Becton side of things because I think this is important. First things first, we got to talk about the fact that when I was looking at it and when I was doing all the stuff and when I was watching all of the end of the year interviews, the biggest one that stood out to me was the Mekhi Becton one. One, because he looked skinny, he looked healthy, and the news that he was at 370 was big. And the fact that he planned on losing more weight and planned on playing at 350 pounds was absolutely fantastic. And the fact that he said that he's staying in New Jersey to stay next to Florham Park, to talk to the doctors and the medical staff and the training staff, to keep his weight under control and to get physically fit for the offseason is fantastic news. This is all great stuff that you want to hear from Mekhi Becton. But you still have that injury concern. He has yet to have in his 3-year NFL career a year where he hasn't played or where he hasn't gotten injured. In his first year, he missed a couple of weeks. In his second year, he missed almost the entire season because he got rolled up on. In his third year, he didn't play at all because he got rolled up on. Again, a lot of things go into consideration when you think about Mekhi Becton, but I am a cautiously optimistic New York Jets fan, and so the way that I look at it is it doesn't matter what happens. If Mekhi Becton can play healthy for 17 games, he is an all-pro left tackle. That's his potential. That's what he has at his disposal, but you can't bank on it, which moves me to the off-season implications for the tackle position. I think this sign of the Jets moving him back to the left side kind of proves to me that the New York Jets are going to lose Dwayne Brown this offseason, that he is going to retire, which isn't great news. I thought Dwayne Brown would at least have stayed with the team as a backup, which is ultimately what I wanted. Just as depth as Mekhi Becton insurance would have been a great, great thing, because I think Dwayne Brown not playing with one shoulder, if he has both shoulders that he can actually use, I think he's solid. Even at 39 years old, I think he would have been a solid backup. And that would have alleviated the Jets from really having the need to draft a tackle in the first round, which is, I think, where a lot of people want to go. But if we had Dwayne Brown, Max Mitchell, Mekhi Becton, and Elijah Vera Tucker all competing for a tackle spot, all doing that stuff, I think you could get away with taking maybe a developmental tackle in the third or the fourth round, just like you did with Max Mitchell last year. And hopefully that guy never plays, because we get an entire season of Mekhi Becton on the left side and Max Mitchell on the right side. That would have been awesome. And now we have a great depth. We have great depth at tackle. We have options there and all of that stuff. But if Dwayne Brown does end up retiring, it puts the Jets in a sticky situation, because you can't bank on Mekhi Becton to play a whole 17 games, right? But if Mekhi Becton does, none of the first-round tackles that are going to be available are going to grade higher than Mekhi Becton. None of them. If Mekhi Becton is healthy and he plays, and you draft one of these guys in the first round, Peter Skoronski, Broderick Jones, Paris Johnson Jr., Anton Harrison, if you draft any of these guys in the first round, none of them fully healthy will beat out Mekhi Becton for the left tackle job, which means that they were going to have to slide to the right side, and they're going to have to play right tackle. And I think we have an answer at right tackle in Max Mitchell. Now, I'm not saying that he's above replacement level. You could Broderick Jones at right tackle and Mekhi Becton at left tackle, sign me up. But we do have other needs for this football team. We do need a linebacker. We do need a safety. We do need an interior defensive lineman. We have needs for this team that have to be addressed in this draft, because we're not going to have the cap space to just go out and address them in free agency. The New York Jets are in a really awkward situation, and Mekhi Becton's health is good for the team short-term and long-term. I don't know what the future holds, but I am excited to see what happens this offseason, and I've been saying it is going to be wild, because I honestly have no idea where this team is going to go at the quarterback position, at the offensive coordinator position. I have no idea where this team is going to go in the draft. This is truly an insane draft, and honestly, if we get this offseason right, the New York Jets should be Super Bowl contending a Super Bowl contending team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you think about the Mekhi Becton news? What do you think about this offseason and how it's already shaping up? Let me know in the comment section. And last but not least, go Jets.